Let's go.
Bitch, I'm back, I thought y'all was 9. AJ said she ready to go. That shit right.
Season 2. Hey.
Beat it right, now she keep on caught. Latino French, I play like coach. It's your team, give a fuck about no album. 1,000 eyes to the wheels on something. New city, new cars.
Yes. It's your boy DJ Blood Money.
And it's your boy Warren Socks, the host of the Just Say It podcast. Welcome back. I am your host, Warren Socks.
And I'm your co-host, DJ Blood Money.
And thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Just Say It podcast. We thank you. We love you. We've been getting more and more better results, more and more better views, more and more better comments the more we post. So we do this for y'all, man. So
more
thank
love
y'all.
on the head top.
This is a hand clap for anybody and everybody that's been along with us with the journey. We truly appreciate y'all.
We still here knocking out another one, man. Everything that done going on since the last time we done shot, it's like, damn, bro, we should be shooting. We done had the Super Bowl.
Right.
People getting mad at that. Like, that shit right there was making me like, I don't know. It showed the true colors of people in America.
Mm-hmm.
It showed, like, not how divided we are, but how fucked up people look at shit. I'm not going to say fucked up, but how divided we are as a country. Like, you know what I mean? And
right.
I felt bad. Like, shout out to Bad Bunny. You did your thing. Bad Bunny, I don't care what nobody say. Bad Bunny killed that shit.
Real shit.
Hands down. Like, yeah, you might not have understood what he was saying, but like if you had a converter or if you got to hear exactly what he was saying, he was just showing love to every, basically, I'm not gonna say every Mexican or Puerto Rican country or whatever, but he was showing a lot of love towards that area. And, you know, what's going on in the world right now, they need it, you know.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
My opinion on it, a friend of mine had said a comment, and I'm like, there it is right there. This need to be the highlight of the whole Bad Bunny situation. Because we are America, we are supposed to be the United States of America. And it wasn't until after the Super Bowl when you start figuring out the facts of this man's from Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
Puerto Rico is in America. So I'm not saying that, and then to come to think about it, you talking about, America is straight English. English is not the set language for America.
They didn't get mad when Coldplay played. Coldplay is from the UK.
Now, and then they was talking about the Kid Rock. How did you hear about the Kid Rock situation?
Yeah, they had an alternative Super Bowl, whatever they called that show.
Just an alternative Super Bowl or whatever halftime show, whatever they want to call it. But then they was slandering him. But then, I dug into it. They were mad at Kid Rock because he didn't play it, but he had a song that was referring to an underage minor. You know what I'm saying? If that, I guess to say a minor or underage child, if that, sentence made sense. But come to find out, he was replicating a song that somebody else did. It wasn't his original song. They said it was somebody else's who had made the song, and he just so happened to do like a karaoke version, a remix, a remake, or however you want to call it. But let me get back to what my friend said. My friend said this, and that kind of stuck with me. She said, it's a shame how the halftime show wasn't in English and y'all said y'all didn't understand it. But last year, Kendrick Lamar did it in clear fucking English and you niggas didn't understand it. So clearly, it's not the language barrier of why we didn't like the halftime show.
Yeah.
I just want to throw that out there.
Kendrick's thing tried to be super political and have the Drake beef in it. So it's like, as much as people think Kendrick is a big ass artist, there's so many people that don't know him. Just the effect of, if you didn't know who Bad Bunny was prior, that's how a lot of people felt about Kendrick.
Right.
They like, okay, hear what he's saying, but we don't know what the message is. Like, we don't get it. You know what I mean? And we know who wouldn't get it. You know what I mean? Like, if you just not in there, you just not in there. You wouldn't, you know what I mean? You wouldn't understand. But I felt like it was smart to have Bad Bunny, but at the same time, I feel like America is fucked up.
Of
And
course.
listen to this, which is it's terrible. Ice has been at a fucking all time, just not high. I can't say high. Maybe I feel like they might have the most deportations ever this year. But Ice been on some gangster shit all year, deporting people that's not, and it's not just Puerto Ricans. It's fucking people from everywhere. Like, if you're illegal alien, they gonna fucking grab your ass. They coming to get you. So what do they do at the fucking Super Bowl to make, people that aren't, American feel? They put Bad Bunny as the goddamn performance artist.
Something?
Don't that sound like some fucked up shit? Like, that's some low key, like, manipulating ass shit right there. Like, bro, the year of Ice is going crazy, snatching all illegals. You have somebody that is not from this country perform at the number one, like, main event for America's. Like, not number one main event, but one of the, I would say it has to be top 5. The Super Bowl, I feel like Christmas parades, Thanksgiving parades, or something like that. And like maybe a World Series, NBA Finals, shit like that. Those are like big events, boxing events. Those are big events. So, hell yeah. But I got a list. It's 13 other people that aren't from the United States that did actually perform. Rihanna is on the list. Rolling Stones is on the list. Coldplay is on the list. Shakira. I already said The Weeknd. U2. You know what I mean? And it just goes on and on. Sting in 2003. There's a list that goes on and on. But
and you saying they're not from America?
Yeah, they're not from America. Nobody gave a fuck then.
Come on, man.
Nobody gave a fuck when Rihanna
And I guarantee you, all them artists that you just played, they was rocking out to their show. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So to be on this, well, we don't understand them. Nah, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. When I saw the Super Bowl performance, I only knew 2 songs out of all the selections that he had, and then I barely knew the words, but I was still jamming to the shit.
Yeah,
I was jamming.
I was at the bar.
Oh shit!
Yeah, somebody was like, "Turn this non-American shit off." Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, bro, I'm in the fucking wrong side of town. I need to get the fuck away from here as fast as possible."
No, you can definitely tell just what type of character you are when it come to some shit like that.
If you could that monkey shit off, I said, "Oh my God!"
If you couldn't just sit your ass down and just let people be people, you know what I mean? You had to have a rude comment and shit like that. You was cheering and shouting and chanting at this boring ass Super Bowl. Then when a motherfucker get his performance, his highlight, his shout out, and he's not what you pictured. It seemed to what you wanted it to be in your eyes. Now all of a sudden it's not appealing.
Yeah, not to cut you off, but because even when they had the flags, they was having the flags and stuff on there. He was like, "That's the wrong flag." They was like, "Boo, that's the wrong flag." Like, I'm like, hell no, bro. I gotta get the hell out this bar. Mind you, it's not even that many people in this bar. It's about like 25, maybe 30 people in here. It's not packed at all. Like, at all. We just in here chilling, like. And I already knew going out. I was like, man, the Super Bowl, like, ain't nobody celebrating it because it's 2 teams that's not nowhere. Like, we on the East Coast.
Right.
The closest we might get some Patriot fans, but honestly, ain't nobody really know. I ain't never seen no diehard Seattle Seahawks fans.
Me neither.
Like, them motherfuckers are rare breeds. Like, somebody say, "Oh, I'm a Seattle Seahawks fan." Now, Patriots fans, yeah.
Now, I'm a Patriots fan.
Right.
I'm not a diehard Patriots fan. Go hard, get all the motherfucking hats and shit like that. I don't do that, but I've been saying it from the rip. I'm a Patriots fan.
Yeah.
So I was happy to see them at the Super Bowl. I'm glad I didn't put no money on it because I was about to put some money on them just to watch them lose terribly.
Shit, who you telling? They got their, but it's a young quarterback. You know what I mean? They gonna throw all types of shit at him, but I don't know what else to say for him. They got their ass kicked. You got whooped, my boy.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, man, how How everything been? I feel lost, bro. I feel different now. We ain't been in this space in a minute. And it's
In a
just like,
minute.
damn, bro. Now we gotta get back at it, bro. People like, where the fuck y'all been? We
Nah.
been on a journey, nigga.
Yeah, we've been on a journey, a hell of a journey, but it's one that we can't complain about. It's one of them journeys like be careful what you ask for in this life. You know what I mean? We be asking her, let's do this, but some people will never explain what it takes,
What it come with?
yeah, what it come with, what you have to do in order to
Sacrifice, baby.
right.
Gotta be willing to sacrifice. Put in that motherfucking time. If you want something done the right way, be ready to put in some time. Be ready to sacrifice everything you got for it. Everything, bro. Like, you gotta learn to lock in, and that's what people mean by locking in. No distractions. Knowing clearly what you want, how to get it, who you need to around you to help you obtain it, and when you gonna get it. Like, that's the biggest thing about anything. Like, motivating yourself is one thing, but getting up and actually doing it, that's another. Because
Right.
you could be motivated as hell, but you still laying in bed. You know what I mean? Actually doing something, like giving action to something, is giving life to it, I feel like. So that's the hard part. That's the hard part. And never try to overwhelm yourself when you trying to motivate yourself or trying to push yourself to do stuff. That's why it's good to have a team or to have people to rely on. But if you are doing it by yourself, baby steps. Don't miss any steps. And if you
Right.
do, just double back on it. And you here to learn. One thing I need people to learn about is these sprayed on motherfucking weed packs.
All right, yeah, let's talk about it more. Let's jump into it. So these sprayed on weed packs.
This is what I'm saying. If a nigga come up to me and say, yo, I got that Frost and Flake Captain Crunch ooh wee wow wow, nigga, Captain Crunch is not making any type of gas. Like, they not making no za. Cosmic brownie, extra fudge za. No, nigga. I'm not smoking that shit. Please stay away from me with this sprayed on fucking packs. I don't know why y'all want these extra sprayed on packs. They are terrible for you. Y'all paying $80, $90 an eighth for that shit. And swear y'all smoking za. Y'all not smoking za, gang.
Y'all smoking that bullshit.
You smoking bullshit with sprayed on terps. Now, if you don't know what a terp is, bro, you need to do your fucking research. If you don't know what I'm talking about, off the rip, yeah, you are lost. But niggas are coming out with these crazy weed packs, and I would think people would be using common sense. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
No, nigga. There's no thing called Sonic 6-ring tail fucking za, nigga. No, nigga. No, bro. There's no big brands. Oh, this is Nike Tech OG. What, nigga? Nike Tech fucking Blue Dream. No, nigga. That don't even make sense.
Right.
Like,
I seen you mean as far as the weed or as far as the weed packaging? Now, because the weed packaging, I think it's dope and creative what they did. I used to have a bag with me, but I threw it away because it was getting all wrinkled up. But it was a purple bag that said Obama runts with the picture of like a cartoon Obama on the front of it. I thought that was fucking dope as hell. I'm like, only thing I've seen.
I'm talking about flavor.
Yeah, right. The actual weed.
Flavor, yeah, because that's what terpenes are. Terpenes are aromatic compound in cannabis that defines the scent, flavor, and the therapeutic effects, influencing whether a strain feels sedating, uplifting, or calming. So people are spraying this terpenes on packs. They saying they got blueberry yum yum, and they spraying blueberry flavoring on the weed. You could have some trash dookie brick weed, and they spraying that shit and selling it for, like, say if I bought it for 20, I'm gonna go sell it for 120. Like, what the fuck? And y'all selling that by the eighth, and people are buying that shit and they love it. Like, they got terp vans out here. Like, that's some New York shit. But I'm like, yeah, bro, y'all be OD, and it's a lot of young niggas. It's all the YNs. Like, if you don't smoke terps, like if you don't smoke sprayed on packs, you not part of the YNs. Just know you a OG, my nigga. You up here with Unc and them. If you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, you up there with Unc and them. Just know you not. This means you are 100% cut off from all the YNs.
Real shit.
Cause no, bro, these young niggas out here is doing some dumb ass shit. Like, it don't be making no sense. But some of them, they buying it for cheap though. They is buying it for cheap a little bit. But at the same time, bro, that shit is terrible for you. You gotta watch out for that because some people don't know what they doing, and you could fuck around, fuck up your lungs.
Right.
If I smoke, you want to smoke the cleanest way possible, which I feel like is out of any glass, bong, bowl, something like that. So if you're gonna smoke, man, do it right. You can smoke regular gas. It don't gotta be sprayed on Superman strawberry punch. Nigga, that don't even make sense. Like, what, bro? What? I just be confused, bro. I be so confused, and I hate seeing it because it's always on my fucking time. It's always on my timeline. I don't know if you ever seen that, like, ads about these weed pages. Iceman Cookie Crunch terps. Bro, what? Come down to the shop today. Like, no, nigga, I'm not coming down to your shop.
I want some normal shit. Give me some Kush. Give me some runts. Give me some I don't know. Just some regular shit with a regular name.
Y'all niggas out of pocket.
But speaking out of pocket shit, not to jump over to the next topic. We are in the last few days of Black History Month, and this is okay. Give it
Shout
up.
out to Black History Month, man. Know y'all history, man.
Shout out to the Black History Month, man. As the more and more I get older and, Black History Month does come around, you'll find your little pockets of Black celebration. But I see now by the end of the month, motherfuckers don't want to be hurrah, hurrah about that shit. But it is nice to educate people on historical facts of Black history. But I wanted to talk about this a little bit more. I don't know if it's been showing up on your timeline, but in the beginning or kind of towards the middle of Black History Month, man, as much as we should be showing love to Black people and everything that Black people have done for this country, not just for you, not just for me, but for this country. A lot of people, like, I've seen one post that somebody was like, you don't like Black people, you shouldn't use anything that Black people created. And it was like one thing somebody was saying was like the refrigerator. I'm saying that's a big one. That belong in everybody's house. If you want to store something, keep something. But it's a whole lot of stuff that people use that they don't know that Black people invented. It's a shame that we're living in a time now they're trying to erase Black history facts out of the books, not just in the schools, but in the museums and things like that. But the one thing that I was seeing now at a time like this where all this commotion is going down and in Black History Month, have you been getting a lot of racial posts on Instagram?
No.
My timeline, maybe because I clicked on something that was racial, and you know how you could click on something, you could scroll and it'll bring you through the algorithm. Yeah. I've been seeing a lot of racial, like, I'm not even just talking about towards Black people, just a whole lot of racial bullshit in my timeline. And I'm saying, y'all gonna wait at a moment like this, Black History Month near February, to start bringing up all this racial bullshit. Now, I didn't save none of the videos because it kind of disgusted me, but it kind of made me fucked up to say at a time like this, Black History Month, when we all supposed to be coming together, celebrating Black history and things of Black culture, you want to bring up some of the most racist shit. And you know what's so fucked up about racist shit? That it don't necessarily, niggas don't have to call you the N-word or say the ER to, really be on some racist shit. It could be on some, okay, today, guys, we're all gonna have a rice and beans. But you, Jody, what's a Black name? Dante or whatever, you're gonna have fried chicken. Now, you see, I didn't say the N-word. I didn't say it specifically. But
I'm Dante. Like, hell yeah. Nah, I'm feeling you.
But I just said some racist shit without being racial. It was shit like that coming across my timeline.
Oh yeah. Nah, my timeline been very positive, very uplifting. One thing I would say about Black history is, did you watch the new Madea or Tyler Perry show or movie?
No, I still haven't
Joe's
seen it
Road Trip. I would say watch it. Because at first, like, I feel like the last, like, 4 or 5 Tyler Perry movies been kind of whack. Like, because it's not like he can be as raw and gritty as he wanted to be. Like, The ones that we watched growing up was raw and gritty. He said what the fuck he wanted to say, and you took it how you took it. But now with all today's cancel culture, everybody trying to be so politically correct, I feel like everybody trying to be so perfect. Like it was shot so like it was shot great, but it was shot so poorly at the same time. And I'm like, damn, for Tyler Perry to have all this money and to shoot it like this shit looked bad, but it looked good at the same time. My main thing though about it is this shit. You don't mind if I spoil it, do you?
No, go ahead.
All right, this is spoiler. If you don't want to know the spoiler to this movie, skip or whatever.
Skip 5 minutes.
So the main thing about this movie is Joe and his grandson are traveling from, I think they in Atlanta all the way to California.
Okay.
His grandson wants to go to a PWI, which is a predominantly white institution. So, but his family wants him to go to a HBCU, which is a historically black, university. He don't understand the differences, and they trying to give him game on what's the difference between the PWI and the HBCU. Like, why are they, the way they are? And he don't understand that like majority of colleges out here are PWIs. So Joe ends up taking him on a trip instead of his dad. Like the kid's dad, Joe, his grandfather, ends up taking him. So what Joe was trying to do is show him black history without telling him I'm showing you black history. So he took him down to Money, Mississippi. That's where Emmett Till was hung and killed when they found where they found his body.
Right.
He took him to the hotel that Dr. Martin Luther King stayed in the day he was assassinated, or like the same motel, and they stayed in the exact room. He didn't know that. They took him down to like Black Wall Street, or like where other black like historians were or stayed or like went to school or lived, and he didn't know. But Joe had him taking all these pictures on a Rolodex camera, like or on like an old school camera, like not on the phone, because Joe threw his fucking phone out the window.
Right. I did see that part.
Just being on some nigga shit. But it was just he was, he ended up meeting a stripper or a whore, a 304, whatever you want to call her, a hoe, a prostitute, whatever, the kid, right? Because his granddad took him to a whorehouse. And it's crazy, a stripper or a whore, whatever you want to call her, put him on game about like his history. She was like, you trying to look past black history and trying to tell black people to let it go. But how you gonna look past or put our history away? How you know that shit not gonna happen again? How you know that shit ain't happening right now? Like without you knowing the history, how you don't know that's going on now? And I felt like that shit was so powerful. Not the little clip of Joe telling him like he proud of him and like all that shit. That shit went viral, cool. But the clip that should have went viral is her explaining to him that, yo, this is our history, and they already trying to rip it out the schools. They already, like you saying, they already trying to rip it away from us. And the reason is because they want young motherfuckers like you not to know about it, so they can do the same shit they used to do to y'all. And it's not to, the next generation. It's 15 generations past you. It's got to start with you, though. They got to start taking it out the school so you let your guard down. So when you have kids and they have kids and they have kids and they have kids, by the time them kids come out, that's when they're going to start pushing what they want to do, because they've had this many generations. By that time, all the people our age, we done died off. That's fucking 80, that's 100 years from now. We done died off. So they like, man, all right, it might be a few of them motherfuckers left that might have been, passed down good generational roots or whatever, but it might be a few of them people left. But the rest of them dead. So we can push this agenda because it's not enough people to fight back on this shit. And that's what she was basically trying to show him. And I'm like, damn, that was a great movie, trying to emphasize black history. But I felt like that shit was a little bit rushed. I felt like it was kind of shot poorly. If you didn't get the message, you didn't get it. But I feel like, damn, bro, why is it when we do some shit and it's like he has some positive shit, but the fact of he didn't set it up properly, it just don't look right.
Okay. I gotta watch it.
Yeah,
so
nah,
I can
but
throw in my own opinion. As far as what I heard the first time I did hear, not even saying when I heard about it, because I heard the announcement, but when somebody came up to me, they was like, "Oh, it was Tyler Perry." I was about to watch it with my kids. Started watching it with my kids, and he was cussing and fussing and a whole
Yeah,
bunch
nah,
of
he
foul
was.
language and shit. So and I'm a fan of Tyler Perry, so I don't know why, but anybody know me, they know I like to watch stand up comedy. I'll be up in there giggling and laughing and shit on Netflix. So you
And I
know,
don't think, and that's the one thing. Tyler Perry to me isn't a stand-up comedian. So he tries to implement comedy, and he trying to implement, he trying to push the narrative of being funny so hard it's corny.
right,
Like
right,
it's
yeah,
corny, and I'm
right.
like, I think Tyler Perry, you need to get down with some, as many friends as you got. You need to let some comedians write your script and let them do like they had Miss Pat in there. Miss Pat was funny. Miss Pat was she was the
Oh,
owner of the
okay.
whorehouse. And Miss Pat was funny, like, you know what I mean? She was like, my mom died choking on a dick or something like that while she was getting a train on her or something. And I was like, yo, that shit was funny as hell. I was like, yeah,
Yeah,
Miss Pat, you the only motherfucker that shit sound believable coming out of. But yeah, nah. Other than that, I feel like that was a great movie that came out during Black History and everything like that.
yeah.
But
Yeah. Speaking.
speaking of movies, right? I got that down. The GOAT of the Fast and Furious series. Who would that be in your eyes?
As movie or character?
You asked me that. Like, what you mean by that?
Cause you said the go. Well, you said the
The
go
GOAT
series. So
of the
that should have.
series. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Um, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I just seen a video of this of one of the characters. I wish I had sent you the video. But I'm gonna think the GOAT one was I guess Too Fast, Too Furious. The one with Ludacris, the one with I think her name was Sukiana. She was like one of the baddest little.
All right, I get what you're saying. You
Okay.
saying the movie, which movie is the GOAT? I'm saying which actor or like which person in all the series, who is the GOAT?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Are you talking about the movie or the actor?
The
In
actor.
it? Okay.
Like if you had to pick one person out of these movies, like that was the GOAT.
That's a hard one because I really want to say, I know what's his name, Paul Walker.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
His name Brian in the movies though.
yeah, I'm gonna give it to him. I'm gonna be on
Okay,
only
okay.
because of how we grew up watching him. I know they had another. Well, I guess he was like the younger version of him, or I guess it was another different person.
Yeah.
And then now with these series we got now, I'm telling you, one of the main characters that was on the beginning series, he was like, I don't like the way Too Fast and Furious turned out in the later seasons. When we first did Too Fast and Furious, it was about the cars, it was about the drifts, it was about just the actual car action. Now they made it like this action 007 type movie where he was like, man, you got cars coming out of buildings going to another bit, like what the fuck?
Yeah, they start going to space and all that type of shit. Them motherfuckers start being the Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
nah, I feel
what would you say?
I will feel like the GOAT, in my opinion, would be DK, the Drift King. That motherfucker is the GOAT. I would only say he is the GOAT because of that movie tied into so many other movies. Like it's either him, DK, his brother Han, or I would say The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson in that movie. Like Dwayne was fucking people up with his fighting skills. Tyrese was that, and like all of them did phenomenal. I feel like it's one of the DK, one of the drift niggas, the Chinese boys, either his brother or DK, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Tyrese, and that's it. Tyrese, and the only reason is because The Rock and what's his name, the other guy, the white boy, what's his name? Shaw. They called him Shaw in there, whatever. They had their own spinoff. Remember, it was Hobbs and Shaw. That was actually a Fast and Furious movie.
Not John Cena or was
Not John Cena. No. I can't think of his name.
Yeah,
He played on the transporter. I think that was his name when he had to keep electrocuting himself and stuff. He got that British accent. He always playing like a thug ass copper. Like he got hands or whatever. But
I know who you talking about, but I don't know who you talking about.
I feel like those are my goats. Like it'd have to be DK. Like I feel like that movie made niggas want to drift.
I
Like,
was about to say you got the computer. We should have looked up the staff.
I mean, yeah, we can. But I feel like honestly, who is it? Fast and Furious. Cast. Let me see. Here we go. Jason Statham. Am I saying his name right?
Statenham. So that's the person you was referring to. Okay.
Nah, this dude be snapping. He be snapping.
He got some good movies.
The Beekeeper, that shit was hard.
He got some good movies.
The Transporter, that's what I was saying. That was hard. He and the Expendables, the Meg, that movie was kind of ass. But he got his own movie with him and the Wayne. Look, Hobbs and Shaw. This is what I'm talking about. This is part of the Fast and Furious series, where they was trying to take down this Idris Elba, whatever the fuck his name is. That fucking England dude. More English people. And
more English.
Nah, people. Yeah, him and the Wayne The Rock Johnson had to team up together to take down Idris Elba, and Idris was on some shit. He had these nanites or whatever in his damn system, and he was on some shit. He was fucking people up left and right. Batman who?
Well, I'm gonna just throw that out there. I haven't watched Hobbs and Shaw. I probably stopped caring about Fast and Furious after. Have I seen them? I think yeah, but after number 7, I was like, oh, all right, y'all on some bullshit.
They did get on some bullshit. Nah, they did get on some bullshit, bro. I ain't gonna care. Everybody was mad at them niggas.
Yeah, now getting on to the juicy shit, man. You know, I got a friend. And I'm gonna go ahead and shout out this friend. I'm gonna shout out his nickname. Shout out the homie C2. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to put
C2 Fresh.
I don't mean to put his business out there, but I told him personally I was gonna talk about this on my podcast. My homie C2, you know what I mean?
Mr. D Rose.
He's you know, falling in love with this woman. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I'm happy for him. I want him to have a good, healthy relationship. But he started to throw me some difficult questions because I'm like, oh, damn, I never. But yet again, I don't run into women like that. At least I don't keep women like this. But my question for you is that if you're meeting somebody and you happen to fall in love with them, I'm assuming you fall in love with them and accept them for who they are. Mm-hmm. Is it acceptable for you to be in a relationship with a woman who wants to shake their ass on live, whether that be Facebook Live, Instagram Live, YouTube Live, TikTok Live? How do you feel about women shaking their ass on live?
Personally, I wouldn't want my girl shaking ass on live. And I would say it like this. It all depends the setting on and how this has happened, right?
Okay.
If it's just her in the video, like you purposely set up your camera at a certain angle, put the music on, put some nice shorts on or whatever, and then started shaking your ass, bitch, you ain't my woman. You not mine. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Hell nah. Now, if she was out with her friends and they was at the club and shit, and she's shaking her ass, but she's shaking it on her friends and shit like that, like she ain't shaking it towards the camera, and it was quick. Like it was a good 3 seconds of ass shaking. You know what I mean? Like It was enough to be like, oh, that motherfucker was moving, but you know what I mean? It's not like she shaking it for the camera. I ain't gonna be mad. But if she purposely set the camera up, made sure the live could see her, she started the live, then double tapped the screen to make sure that shit was focused.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm mad as hell. I don't think that's acceptable because like at that point, bro, you might as well just go ahead, put you some sweatpants on, don't wear no drawers, and let your dick swing.
Right.
You know what I mean? In the camera. Like that's what I would do. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's so, you know, I'm a little 50-50 on it, but you know, that's why I said it depends on how it went. Now, if she was shaking ass and somebody was just recording and then like she got put on live, no, I'm not mad at that. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be kind of mad. Like, why you shaking ass while I'm not around? Like, I told you this ain't shake that ass time.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck around, come blow that whole bitch up. But at the same time, like, nah, she out here having fun. Like, as long as she wasn't being disrespectful, like shaking ass on nobody else, shaking ass for other people to see it. She wasn't shaking ass all night. Like, she was, girls gonna shake ass.
Right.
Hey,
So
you
just keep that in mind.
you just got to know what come with the shit. Like, man, this come with it, so I'm not mad at it, but at the same time, just be respectful. But I wouldn't have my girl out here shaking ass on live just on purpose. Like,
Oh, okay. Now that you said that, I'm gonna go ahead and go into my spiel. At the end of the day, I am not trying to control a woman. I'm not trying to tell her what to do. I'm not trying to tell her how to live her life. I'm not trying to be that guy that I have to have a say so in everything you do because you're a grown woman. But as a grown woman, it is your duty to show the man that you love or you're trying to be with or to any man that wants to pursue you that I have respect for myself. When you shake ass, you show the people to the world, I have no respect for myself. Only time I think it's acceptable to shake ass is when you by yourself. And when you go out in public, wear the skimpiest of the skimpiest clothes, and you go out here and shake ass wildly, like you didn't, like you said, you don't even go to a corner and just, okay, I'm done now. No, you go in front of the whole entire public and want to shake your rump shakers. It shows that you lack respect for yourself. You lack respect for the person who's pursuing you or the person that you're in the relationship with. He asked me that and it kind of threw me off guard because at one point I was telling him, well, y'all a freshly brand new relationship. And if you happen to meet her while she's shaking ass, you shouldn't have no problem with her shaking ass. But you do make a point of if she is my woman, she's going to have respect for me and herself by not displaying that type of characteristics about her to say, I want to shake ass for the world. Shake ass for me. Shake ass because it's you listening to your music. But when you're, or not to your music, but to music. But as far as going on live, advertising that you're shaking your ass, whether in clothes, out of clothes, in pajamas, whatever the case may be, and then you want to claim that you want to be my woman, no, that comes to a halt today. And I know, and then it's so fucked up because we live in the world of you can't control that woman. You can't tell that woman what to do. You're being manipulative. You're being controlling. You're being misogynistic or whatever the fuck motherfucker dumbass term bitches is trying to come up with to say that.
you're projecting.
And
I
I had to
be
tell
hating
my
that
mans,
shit.
listen, if you want her to be happy and this is the way you met her, by all means, bro. If you like it, I love it. At the end of the day, I'm the type of person I don't tolerate. I'm with him. I don't tolerate that bullshit. Shake ass for me. Don't shake ass on live. Um, not to even get
Yeah,
too
nah,
deep.
I'm with you though. Like, if she respect herself, she wouldn't. You in a relationship now. Now, if you were single, like you said, do whatever the fuck you want. But I feel like once you get with it, man, woman, sheep, dog, monkey, cow, whatever, I think you would have enough respect for them not to do certain things. Like, that's the one thing about, it's time to grow up, bitches.
Right.
Like, bitches, time to grow. Like, you hoes and, men too. It's time to grow the fuck up. Like, once you get in a relationship, all that other shit goes out the window, bro.
Yes.
Like, that means you are saying, yes, I submit to you. Like, all that other shit is out the window. Like, there is no more doing this other shit. There's no more going out all the time just to be out. No, bro, you in a relationship. Like, your whole life about to change now.
Mm-hmm.
You are now committed to this one person, and it's y'all against the world. It's not, y'all doing you thing, you doing me. Like, no, bro, it's y'all against the world. And if you can't get with that program, some people's relationship different, but in my eyes, if you can't get with that program, y'all relationship ain't gonna last. Cause it should be y'all, like whatever y'all decide to do, going forward. As long as it's not hurting one of the other people, y'all should be straight.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Another topic that I have is, do you think it's acceptable to cry in front of a woman?
No, I wouldn't cry in front of a woman because she not. It depends what happens. Let me rephrase this though. But just blatantly crying like I hit my toe, like nah, bitch, toe better be broken and be blood squirting every fucking where. Like nah, if you crying in front of a woman, especially like if y'all was talking about something, I feel like she would look at you like this weak ass motherfucker. He's a bitch. Like, I don't care what race you is. I don't care what. Nah, bro. She gonna look at you like you's a bitch. She gonna be like, you a bitch ass motherfucker. She gonna start playing with you now.
Right.
Like, cause I don't know. I'm not a woman. I wish we had a woman to ask, but I feel like, ladies, if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments or just let me know in general. I feel like a woman is looking at a man like a security, like, that's my man. Like, he ain't finna let nothing go on. If she see you crying, she gonna be like, he's a bitch.
Right.
Fuck is you crying for? Soft ass dude. What you think? Like,
It was two thoughts that popped up in my mind when I thought about this. I'm saying I think it's okay to cry in front of a woman. I don't think it's okay to be vulnerable in front of a woman. And which it should be weird. You people will feel like, well, if that's your girl, if you've been rocking with her, why is it not okay to be vulnerable with her, but it's okay to cry in front of her? I feel like this. We are all human. Because we are all human, we are all prone to have emotions.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like with the world we projected ourselves in, we have to control our emotions at certain levels. When we're known as gentlemen, we have to be looked at as gentlemen. And we're only gentlemen until a motherfucker got us fucked up. As women, you look at a woman as being a feminine woman until you actually get to talking to her. Because I can't even say until you get her fucked up. Because there's some pretty ass bitches with a fucked up attitude. You know what I'm saying? But I just felt like it's kind of weird that a woman would look at you as a bitch for wanting to cry. And yet again, I say depending on what type of cry. If you just tear up because it's a sad moment or whatever, that's all right. But full blown, you know what I mean? Then she might look at you a little bit different. But I was, yet again, this one of them things that had me fucked up to say, wait a minute. I'm a human and humans cry. So why am I looking as less of a man because I cry? To me, it's kind of like that TV situation. Wait a minute. I've never had to mount a TV before. So now I'm looking as less of a man because I don't know how to mount a TV or because I want to pay somebody to mount a TV. So I feel the same way about that. If I wanted to cry in front of a woman, you're going to look at me less of a man because I'm having a human emotion.
Yeah.
Every man don't know how to, control that level.
Nah. What you trying to say is, I get where you trying to come from, but nah, bro, that's not it.
Okay.
It's because you don't want your woman, you don't want to come home to your woman, no makeup, Tim's on, smoking a black and mild, saying, what up, gang? Right?
Right.
Because that would come off like a what?
Like a hardcore thug ass nigga. If you
Exactly.
got on the butters with the black and miles.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that's how she gonna look at you when you, oh baby, I can't do it no more. Yeah, bro. That's exactly how she gonna look at you. Exactly. And if anybody, if you think I'm wrong, try that shit. She might console you for a second, but I'm telling you, deep down in her heart, if you wasn't around and somebody asked her, she would be like, nah, that was kind of some girly ass, bitch ass shit. Like that, I felt like less safe with him.
Okay.
I felt, because in a sense of a moment, she gonna think about it like this. If a dude was to come up and slap her ass, a little bit of her gonna feel like he not finna do nothing. He's a bitch. He be crying. He be at home crying. So if this motherfucker, like a person my size, you see, I ain't the buffest motherfucker. If I came up and slapped, not saying your girl, but a dude our size girl's ass, and he don't do nothing, she gonna look at him like he probably ain't gonna do nothing. So that's why I wouldn't cry in front of no girl. Like, nah, bro, don't cry. I'm like the movie Kingsman. You ever seen Kingsman?
No, I haven't.
It's a movie about agents, secret agents around America. Like he lost one of his best friends, or he lost, his partner or whatever. And like they told him, I know you want to cry, you want to let out your emotions, but you don't do that in front of nobody else. You let out one tear in private and keep on moving. You let out one tear and one tear only. That's all you get, my nigga. Other than that, you got to keep going, because we not sitting in our emotions. Like, we got to keep moving. But I'm saying that to say this. If you going to cry in private, bro, as a man, like, let that shit out in private, or be around, like, your guys. It's kind of sound weird to be around your guys, but depending on what the situation is, it all depends on, like, if y'all just lost your homie just got killed. It's you and the homies. Y'all all been best friends since fucking middle school, you know what I mean, kids. Mm-hmm. And, two of your homies just got killed. Bro, be around the other homies and don't be out here, but if y'all just sitting there, you know how it is when y'all getting high and drunk. And it's going to get to a point where shit kind of get quiet for a second, and they get quiet and you just let out a couple tears and shit. But you don't let niggas see that you crying. Like, you gotta look. That they would have had to look and been like, oh shit, like, niggas crying. And you just let the tear roll down, then just walk to the bathroom, wipe your eye, and you good, gangster. I feel like that's the only time as a man you should be crying around niggas. Or maybe at a funeral or something like that. Right. But like I said, it all depends the scenario. Because at like a funeral, nah, if she looked at you less of a man because you was crying, then like, nah, bitch, you kind of crazy, because you don't know what type of connection you got with that person.
So maybe I should have reworded the question, because I feel like that. It's not crying in front of a woman. Should a woman look at a man lesser than because he cried in front of her?
It depends. It all depends.
Okay, I'll accept that.
Yeah, you gotta say when and where.
I don't believe that. I think it's truly fucked up. I mean, if a woman gonna do it, she gonna do it. But I truly think it's fucked up that you would look at somebody less than because he had a human emotion.
So if you and your girl was to start arguing and you start crying,
but that's why I agree. But that's why I said I agree when you said it depends.
All right, because that's what I'm saying. Because I'm like, if you and your girl start arguing about anything.
Oh, okay. I was about to say about what though?
Yeah, about anything. Like, I'm just saying, like, she was like she'd be like, I feel like you not paying me enough attention, yada yada yada. Just regular couple shit, regular shit that people talk about.
Okay.
And you start crying. You don't think she gonna look at you less of a man? Nigga, I'ma look at you less of a man. Like, damn, nigga, you was crying about that? Get your bitch ass. Nigga, don't wonder why she I thought you treating you like that. Nigga, you keep crying and bitching. Shut the fuck up. Nigga, get your bitch ass up.
But see, I went to the extreme. If thank God, thank the man up above that, my mother is still living. But I'm saying, if my mother wasn't, if we was in a scenario where my mother wasn't, and I've been with this girl for over 4 years, and we got into a big argument, and she said, fuck you, your mama old, dead, rusty ass bitch. And it triggered some shit, and I started crying. Do I deserve to be looked at less as a man because you brought up my deceased dead mother?
Maybe a little bit. It's fucked, and that's the fucked up thing. Like, that's why I mean, like, when that shit hits you, that's why I mean by you got to shed a tear in private. That's exactly why I brought up the shed a tear in private. You don't as a man, I wouldn't let nobody see that shit hurt. Like, I could be going through some shit, but I'm not going to let you see it. I'm not going to let nobody see it at all. Like, you may think you see it. Oh, I think I know how he felt, but I'm not going to let you see it. I'm a cry by myself. And it's like I said, I'm going to shed one or two tears in private, wipe that shit up and be like, all right, that's a good cry. All right, that's it. That's it. That's all I got, because I can't feed that. I can't feed it.
Well, I'm going to tell y'all a secret story. This is for anybody that made it this long in the Just Say It podcast episode.
Subscribe, comment, like.
And we definitely do appreciate you. This is a little secret from me to you. So if you come up to me, you go up to my brother or anything like that, I'm going to deny the fuck out of it. And you can even show me video proof. But I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. Listen, my last ex, I'm going to be honest with you. That's probably a piece of reason why she left me. Because the first day I had met this woman, when we got in the hotel, nigga, I cried. Nah, I cried. I straight cried.
You cried, nigga?
I got.
You ain't tell me that, nigga.
This is a right hand up to God, Lord, strike me down if I'm lying. When I got to the state of Kentucky, and that should let you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
When I got to the state of Kentucky, because we was doing long distance, and you know, we had went out. I met her at a place. We had got something to eat. We went back to the hotel. When I opened that door, I walked in there. I said, "Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord." And I just
And
busted
she was
out.
with you?
Yeah, she was with me.
Yeah,
And
nigga. She was.
She,
Yeah, when you left, somebody put meat on her ass that night.
I don't give a
nigga.
fuck about y'all
Somebody
laughing
put-
at me.
somebody-
Think I give a fuck? Yet
All right,
again, I'm
wait.
human.
Wait, go back to the story. Go back to the story. My bad. So you
All right.
walked through. Go ahead. You
All
go in
right,
the
so
hotel.
I walked like literally just thinking about it, but that's it. But this is the story. I went to Kentucky. When I went to Kentucky, I met her at a restaurant. We met up at this is not the correct spot, but it was like Mission Barbecue, some barbecue spot. We can go get ribs and chicken and all that type of shit. We ate, had a good time. We got, you know, not really sleepy, but you know, when you eat a good meal, you just be tired. So we got to the hotel. When we got to the hotel, we was sitting everything down. And I was so overwhelmed with joy. You not understanding. A black kid that's in his 20s, that's in the state of Kentucky, to meet up with a fine, light-skinned, curly hair. Usually, and I'm not to disrespect the sisters. I ain't gonna even say that. But this was the point I was trying to get to. She was a real hair, curly-headed woman, fine, light-skinned, half and half, meeting up with a nigga like me. Yet again, I got money on me. I'm in the state of Kentucky. I'm with a fine ass woman. I ain't gotta go nowhere, do nothing. I don't owe nothing. I was so overwhelmed with joy. I'm looking outside the window going, "Thank you, God. Thank you, God." And I'm just thinking about everything. What I started thinking about all these hating ass niggas that tried to take me out when I was in Illinois. I started to think about all the opportunities that missed me because the devil could have spoke to me. And I could have jumped into that shit and I couldn't have been here. But here I was, yet again, in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? In my 20s, in the state of Kentucky. Have you ever been to Kentucky?
Hell
Exactly. Ask one of them niggas, have they ever been to Kentucky? Hell no. I'm in the state of Kentucky in my 20s with a pocket full of fucking money with a fine ass woman that I know she finna bust down Tatiana on this dick. Praise to the Most High. And I just bust out, started crying.
That's fucking wild, bro. You ain't never tell me that.
I swear to God.
Bro, there's no
so this
way
is an
you started
exclusive
crying,
story.
bro.
I started crying, but yet again, it wasn't.
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. There has been moments where like I've been heartbroken or like some shit has gone on that I wanted to cry, but I never broke character. Never broke. You can't. I couldn't. I was like, nah, bro. Like that shit hurt. That shit hurt a nigga deep. This shit hurt. Nigga, I'm hurt. Like even if it was me that had to leave or do something, like nigga, I'm hurt.
Right.
But I ain't gonna cry. I'm definitely not gonna. That shit is fucked up. That's funny, bro. That's
real shit.
That's fucked
but
up.
I did. But yet again,
Yeah,
I
bro.
did it. But I did it a second time. This one was in private, and I told niggas. Now this was when the break. Yeah. Swear to God. This is the second.
You cried twice in front of the John?
No, not twice. Not twice. Just only one time. The one time I did it was when we first met up and we first got the hotel. Yeah, because I was so bro, I'm telling you, I was crying because I was so overwhelmed with joy. It wasn't like a sad.
Nah, she looked at you like a bitch.
She probably did. Now I'm thinking about it.
Oh, nigga, did.
Now
She like you's a bitch.
Now I'm thinking about it. She probably did because it was like our first day meeting up. And we had just got something to eat. And when I was
the first link. Not the first link, bro. Tell me you bullshitting me, bro.
I on a stack of Bibles.
Oh my God.
On a stack of Bibles,
Oh my
bro.
God.
I am
The
not
first
bullshitting.
link up, bro. You was crying.
Yeah, I swear to God. Because I was so overwhelmed with joy.
I see why y'all niggas ain't. Nah, I can't say that, bro. I can't say that. But yeah, bro. Damn, bro. He said I was so overwhelmed. Like, now, all right. Now, was this like rushing tears or like, This was just like one tear, like 2 tears came down.
Yeah, it was like a 1 tier, 2 tier type thing. Cause I was going, I was so I'm telling you, bro, I was so overwhelmed, and I was just going like, thank you, God, bro. I swear, when I walked in, I was just going, thank you, God, and I just bust out like, yo, thank you, God. Thank you, God. She like, what the fuck wrong with you? I'm going, thank you, God.
And that's why that's why people don't go to church. That's exactly why people were scared to believe in God. Because she probably thought like, yo, this dude is coming over like some straight up demonic shit. What the fuck is going on? Like, because that's what I would have been like. If a girl did that to me, I would be like, what the fuck is going on?
You saying if she met you and she was just going, thank you, God, and
yes,
she
she start crying, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared for my life. Like, now that's why I believe in fucking concealed carry. Because now, bitch, I'm scared.
Because a motherfucker started crying and saying, thank you, God.
I am scared. This is my first time meeting you. I am scared shitless. Yeah. I would have been like, I will pop your goofy ass. Get your stupid ass up. Shut your ass up. Get your ass up. But yeah, nah, bro. All right, what was the second time?
The second time is like you said, we had broke up. And it was like official. It wasn't I wasn't. The second time, I remember being at Target, texting her back and forth. But yet again, you got to remember, she didn't break up with me. I broke up with her. She did some bullshit, and I said, I can't accept that. We already doing long distance. You disappearing for the whole weekend and then coming back into my life like, oh, I just needed a moment to myself. No, it's to go back to the shaking ass on live. I can't accept that from my type of woman. So I got to dismiss you. I got up on my motherfucking, I ride the forklifts to where they lift you up in the air. You know what I'm saying? I don't ride the sit-down forklifts where the forks just lift up. I was going to stand-up forklift where you and the forklift go up. So I was riding and I got in the lane, put in my lane assistance. I lined up. I went all the way to the top. And it just hit me. I just bust out crying.
Like real Russian tears.
Nah, this one was Russian tears.
You start crying over some pussy?
This was Russian tears.
Dang.
This was because I was going, yet again, I met this woman and you know what I'm saying, the first time I did that. When you were down and out and you
broke her off.
You
know what I mean?
I have no job and I'm yet again, I broke her off. So for you for you to get into this position and to treat me yet again like I'm not serious, and it really it wasn't because that I have cried. It was because some other bullshit you trying to take from your single ass friends.
But you good, bro. We fuck with you as a man, bro. We fuck with you as a man. I'm not even trying to cut you off. Like,
no. Maybe I feel some type of way about that, but I never looked at crying as, oh, okay, he's a bitch because he's crying. I always looked at it like, the fuck, he human.
Yeah, let me change your mindset.
Go to club.
Don't even do that. Don't even do that. Like, and that's what I mean by it depends on the setting of what you crying about.
Okay.
Like, we've seen these celebrities cry, like Tyrese crying. Like, don't give me no fucking napkins. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we need to see that black men can cry. Like, black men, it's okay to cry. And it is. Right. I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
It is. I'm not saying it's not okay.
Okay.
I'm saying to pour your heart out to a woman and start crying. I feel like, though, and it might just be young hoes. This might be the young hoes. You know you a young hoe if you sleep with all your clothes on. You know you a young hoe if you use your car as your heat. Like, if you walk outside and it's cold like it is today, and you walk outside with some short shit on, and you don't have no jacket, use a young hoe. Only young hoes do shit like that. Young hoes can stay up all night and, go to work the next thing in the morning without getting a full night's worth of sleep. Young hoe shit. If you was to cry in front of them, they not gonna take you 100% serious. They gonna feel like you's a little soft, because nowadays everybody got to be so hard and so upfront. And it sucks. It really does. And I'm not saying you got to be hard or anything like that. I'm saying it shows a moment of weakness. And you don't want, because you supposed to be her knight and shield, her protector, her provider, her everything. you can't let her see a crack in your armor. And it is okay to have cracks in your armor, but you need to have her feeling like there is no break in his shield.
Right.
Ain't nothing gonna break this man. He done been through hell and back. I watched him go through hell and back, and not one time did he crack. Not one for like, you know, and she might look at you like, I don't know how you was able to deal with all that shit, because me, I'd have been on the floor crying, rolling over. She need that. She need that. Like, no, when I'm crying in that, I got somebody that's like, I'm not cracking, I'm not breaking. And I'm not saying that it's law. Some girls might be like, no, I want to see my man cry, like when he going through some shit. But I don't know. I wouldn't have did no shit like that. Crying by yourself though, like after the heartbreak, it happens. Right. Like I might have been there once.
Right. The reason why I got laughed at is because I told a couple niggas, and they kind of looked at me like that.
Nigga, you's a bitch.
Because
this and that. Rap battles.
Nah, you know what it was that I did it, and I forgot I was still at work, so I had to get myself together. But when I was getting myself together and went up to the homies, my eyes were still red. So they like, yo, what happened? What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro,
I'm going through it.
Yeah, it's over. Like, it's over. And I thought this could have been the one. And obviously she just was on some bullshit. But before we get up out of here, man, I just want to say, men out there, I'm with Tyrese. I stand with him, but I'm not agreeing with what he said. I say it like this: black men cry. I'm going to say it just like Tyrese said it. Black men cry. It is okay to cry. It is okay to have emotions. It is okay to be human. To be human is to have humans have emotions. And sometimes we are not trained to where this emotion is higher than this emotion, and now we need to tune it down and have this higher than this emotion. Black men cry. Not even black men cry. But try your best not to do it in front of the one you're trying to pursue. Yet again, not to say in front of women, not in front of men. And don't do it in front of the one you're trying to pursue or that you already pursued. I think that should be an important lesson. But, I just had to get that story out here. Anything else you want to share, man, before we get up out of here?
Nah, I want to say thank you to everybody that's, been waiting on us.
Bluetooth disconnected.
My bad, y'all. Everybody that's been fucking with
connected.
us. Thank y'all so much. Me personally, back to the crying situation. I would be scared to cry in front of a woman. Like bro said, it's okay to. It's okay to let your shit out. But know what it comes with. And just like how we talk about, girls on OnlyFans, I would talk about the same thing over here. I would say the same thing I would say to them. Like, bro, just know what this shit come with. Just know that if you do it, she might look at you less of a man. And you can't blame her. Because like I said before, my bad. Yeah, nah, just like I said before, if you came home and she was temmed out, tattoos on her face, smoking Black and Miles, rolling up the backwood, saying, what up, gang, bro, got the do-rag going, you know what I mean? She looked like a dyke or something like that. You gonna feel like, yeah, she dyking, she studying, she look like a dude. You gonna feel like you getting masculine energy from her. So if you gonna cry, just know she gonna look at you like some feminine shit. And it depends on what it is. And that's all I would say. Like, if you lose your parents, you lose somebody close, you lost your job and shit like that, something like that, maybe not. And it depends how you crying. It's fucked up. It's just fucked up.
It is.
If you
that's
like,
that's why I brought it up. That is brought up because, I think it is a sticky situation.
Yeah.
I don't think, and I'm gonna still stand on that. I don't think it's bad to cry in front of a woman. I think it's bad to be vulnerable in front of a woman.
Yeah, nah, because she can't use that against you. But man, we ain't here for that, this and that. Other than that, man, we love y'all, man. This is the Just Say It podcast. I am your co-host, DJ Blood Money.
And I am your host, Warren Socks.
And just like that, man, this is another episode, man. We miss y'all so much, man. If you're new here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And for all artists or anything, like if y'all got any songs, people that want to sit down for an interview, just make sure you hit us up on email at justsayitofficialpodcast@gmail.com. Send us anything you got, music, ideas, topics. If you see something that we talking about, man, comment in the comment section. Let us know what you want us to talk about next. But just like that, we out of here, y'all. Love y'all.
I just hit shot, she said she ready to go. That shit right.
Season 2.
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 Season 2. It's your team, give a fuck about no